Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Beachcomber Shack. Is it worth it? Let's find out. And so here we are at Typhoon Lagoon. This is our second time here. We've been here for a DVC party before, and this time we are renting a cabana. So in case you didn't know, when you check into a Disney hotel at the moment, they are allowing you to come to the water park for free. So Typhoon Lagoon was included in our check-in day. That saves money. You don't have to buy a park pass. You can spend the day at the water park if you'd like, versus spending the money to go into the theme park. So what I did was I got a cabana also. I'm going to take you a little tour around the cabana, and then the other thing I'll do is I'll take you on a tour around Typhoon Lagoon. Okay, we are in Beachcomber Shack number 8, and before we even get to the end of the video, I'm going to tell you, yes, it's worth it. There's a grandma in the cabana already. You can see that we have spread out. You get a high boy table, a low boy table, and 3, 4, 5, 6 chairs, so you can put up to 6 people in here. If you have done one of these in the past, the cast member was explaining to us that they no longer do the refillable mugs because it was attracting so many bees. Instead, everyone gets a cooler filled with water, soda, etc., and just keep asking. They'll give you whatever you need to fill that. Over here in this corner, they have a safe for you. I probably could stand my laptop up in here and we could lock this and go away. And I would mention that there are 9 towels with the cabana. I'm sure I could ask our cabana host for more towels if we really needed them, but we're probably not going to need them today. Want to show you the menu. There are starters and platters that serve 4. We're getting the chicken strips party platter. That'll come with, he said, about 14, 16 strips. We ordered a side of fries to go with that. Please feel free to pause the screen and check out everything that is available here. And let me show you the drink menu on the back. Only order from this menu if you really want an alcoholic beverage. Otherwise, just ask your cabana host to bring you soda, water instead. Now, the other thing our host did tell us is that if we wanted anything from the ice cream shack, to let him know, and he would get that for us. And he said he can skip the line, so I might order a Dole Whip float. He did, however, also recommend the Baked Alaska. It comes also as a Dole Whip frozen. He said as it melts, it's absolutely delicious. So that's the tour of the cabana. I'm going to tell you, yes, it's worth it, particularly if it's at capacity, which he said it was at capacity yesterday, and they are expecting capacity again today, which means they might close it. The water park is open from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. They do have after hours parties, so check those out for a more sedate visit where there will be fewer people. And then I'm just going to take you on a little tour around, but the reason why I think this cabana is worth it, it was about $400. I'll put the exact price down below for this space, and it's so worth it. We are shaded. It is storm worthy or ready, so if it starts to rain, he told us don't leave, just stay here and wait it out. People will leave, and we are shaded and protected from the rain. The other thing is we don't have to fight for a chair. I don't have to sit in the sand. We don't have to fight for an umbrella or a hoo-ha. And if you're asking me what a hoo-ha is, let me show you what I call a hoo-ha. See that little structure right there with the straw on it? I call those hoo-has. I don't know why. I always have. The other really good thing about this location is we're right by the wave pool, not too far from the slides. He also told us to do the slides while it's early before it gets crowded and people really start to arrive. So I'm going to take you on a little tour before people really start to arrive. We pre-ordered our lunch. It's due to get here at 12:30. All right, headed out. We are going to go up the stairs to our left. The wave pool is behind us. And we'll take a look at the map. There's a nice little alcove over here, not too far from the wave pool as well, and other shacks, if you will, for rental. All right, the tube and the body slides are to our left. I'm going to head off in that direction to see if I can find the boys. The entrances to the lazy river is over here to my right. We're heading across this bridge. That is the back of the wave pool. Okay, straight ahead to the tube slides, and then you have to the right the storm slides and the Cowabunga. I'm sure they're doing that. And just to show you, here is a map. And there are 12 different attractions here. You got the pool, the falls, etc. And there looks like there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 or so different dining locations as well. So let's just keep moving. So here are some of the items that they have for the after hours party. I mentioned that earlier. So these probably glow in the dark when you're in the wave pool at night. And then over here, this is old school, gotta love it, Disney, where they went over the top and very thorough with theming. So you see here, they have this little shack set up. There are places where you can fill water. And then here is a view of the wave pool. I'm really not sure where my family is. They were going to come. Ah! Here it comes. Ah! In case you were wondering, here comes the wave. Our timing is perfect. Let's see. Everyone's getting excited. I see all the heads bobbing out there. Non-close-ups, but you can see. Yep, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. The anticipation out there is real. And the wave continues to ripple out. And you hear woo as the wave hits the people in the back. And let's see, was that it? Is there another one? And in case you're wondering, they do have it roped off. You see the line there? It goes 6 feet, 5 inches deep. Here at the very front of the wave pool, it goes back to 6 feet, and I'm seeing 5 feet further back there where the lifeguard is standing. So just so that you have some idea how deep the wave pool is. So if you're not a strong swimmer, you want to be back there where you see the people standing. That is likely where I would be, because I am not a strong swimmer. I barely tread water, my friends. All right, turning away from the wave pool and back towards the direction we were going. If you just want to get your feet wet, get yourself a little splash of water, you could do that right here. And then I noticed this nice little alcove back here. So they have like a lot of little hidden spaces where you could set up shop for the day. There are chairs back there. Excuse me, the lazy river is on my right. And there are people bobbing around in there. I won't show you unless we get a stretch of people where it's people free. But that seems to be about 3 feet deep, at least right where I'm standing. I don't know if that's the case all the way around. So you could stand up and walk. Okay, just a little cave here to keep the theming going. Okay, that's where we came from. Let's see where we're headed next. There's actually restrooms here at the base of the cave. Let's go through. Oh, a wave is coming through. Ooh, that's a big one. So we are opposite of where we started. I was on the other side to begin. Okay, we are going to continue our tour. I'm going to turn right here and see where we end up. All right, here is the overlook. And this is Mountain Mayday Trail. It's to Mountain Overlook only. Oh, hold on. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. So just behind me is some more seating. Here's Low Tide Louie. This is another eatery. Let's see what they have while I'm over here. Okay, over here you can get yourself some chicken salad, some wrap, some popcorn. They have kids meal that has turkey sandwiches, PB&Js, Uncrustables, some water, some chips. And to the left here, this is Gangplank Falls. It's a family raft. I am going to go up the overlook. It gives you a view of the family raft slides, I guess, as people come down this particular slide. This bridge is a suspension bridge. It's got a little bounce to it. And there is the lazy river. Okay, what happens here? We split off. We can go back down to Typhoon, or over to Typhoon Tilly's. We can go over to some slides. Look at all the beautiful butterflies flying around. And the Miss Tilly. Okay, we are on our way down from the overlook. Let's see where this leaves us. Okay, we just left the mountain trail and the overlook, and these things are over to where we just came from, the Gangplank Falls. I showed you that. That's the family raft. Keyhole Falls, Mayday Falls, Ketchikan Creek is all on the other side. I remember Ketchikan Creek. We are now at Humunga Cowabunga. Here you have the storm slides with only a 15-minute wait. And right behind that you have Cascade Cove, which is this nice, quiet place to rest. And then over here is kind of empty still, right back there. In case you were wondering, there are life jackets everywhere, so if you need them for children or adults, they have them. And this is another entrance to the lazy river. And I found a bar over here. Gotta always love the theming of the bars here. Looks so good. And then over to the right, here is another photo op. They have these around the water park. Right behind this shark teeth, they have the restrooms. And you have Typhoon Tilly's. So this is already open for lunch if you're interested. And let's see if the menu is anything different than what we have at the cabana. Let's take a quick look. Right, here you go. You have land and sea, pulled pork sandwiches, chicken strips, tropical salad, fried fish platter, and tropical salad with chicken. So pretty much the same. And to the right of that, you have the ice cream shop that our cabana host was telling us about, that he can pick up for us. And this is the bridge he said to come over to get here. It would be easiest. And then I see another entrance over on my left to the lazy river. So I am going to head back this way just to go off in another direction. Okay, that's where we've come from, this general direction. That's the overlook up there where I did the recording. And then of course you have the wave pool where you hear the screaming. So we are going to go back over to our cabana just to check on Grandma for a second. And this cabana, in case you like where it's placed, I really like where it's placed, is not out in the walkway. It's right across from Tilly's Landing if you have a choice. And I just wanted to confirm, since we were just over at the eatery, Typhoon Tilly's, I wanted to just see how different the menus are. There are things on that menu that are not on this one, but I'm sure if you wanted something from that menu, you could ask your cabana host to get that for you. There are things here that are definitely not on that menu, like the nachos, the fruit platter, etc. I didn't see an Impossible Burger either. Okay, heading out of our cabana again. I'm going back up these stairs. We're going to go past Typhoon Tilly's and look at the other half of the park. So I did make the suggestion about Tilly's Landing, but when I was booking the cabana, it didn't really give me a choice. So I guess the earlier you get here, perhaps you could request your location when you're checking in. I didn't make a request, and I think we got a really good spot. But in case you are interested, I'll let you know where we rented our cabana last time. And then they have Typhoon Waterworks. They have a whole bunch of places for you to cool off. You can just walk through water. And then this is just the area off of the wave pool. Okay, we are closer to the front of the park now. This is Let's Go Slurping. It's a bar. Let's go see what's on that menu. And there's another one right next door. Let's Go Slurping. You have margaritas, rum, runners, mai tais, pineapple mules, banana cabana, blueberry lemonade, and a Slurpin mojito. If I were going to be here longer, I would give this a try. And I'm also noticing that they have water here. That's good. This is Joffrey's Coffee Bar, donuts, muffins, your cold brews, your shake and Jamaica. Okay, we are going to go this way this time to Ketchikan Creek. That's for the littles. Mayday Falls, Keyhole Falls, and Gangplank Falls. I think that all meets in the back where we went at the overlook. So I won't go all the way up that way, just point out to you that we've been in that space before. And this is another angle of the wave pool. So here they have all of the information on the surf report, what time the surf is up, the first wave, last wave, the bobbing waves. So these are timed. Didn't realize that. They give you the water temperature. They tell you what the weather is today. And they also tell you what the sun forecast is. Be sure to put on your sunscreen. And they also give you the park hours and special events if they were having any in the big kahuna of the day. Don't know what that is, but they have it. So I was also saying that the wave pool looks like it is 3 feet all the way around. So if you are not a swimmer like myself, that would be a nice little option for you. I haven't seen it go any deeper than 3 feet anywhere, but if I notice that, I will let you know. All right, now this is near where we stayed, or I should keep saying stayed as though I lived there. This is where we had our cabana over on this side. I'll show you where those are in a moment. But here's another dining location, Leaning Palms Resort Dining. Let's see if the menus are any different than over at Tilly's. So this menu looks a little bit closer to ours. Chicken and shrimp, rice bowl, pork nachos, flatbread. Yes, this looks a bit closer to our menu. It has more of the same items. So this is available for you here. And they also have a Miss Tilly sipper cup. So they do have covered seating for you to sit and eat. You don't have to bring your food back to your sandy beach chair. You can choose to eat in one of these locations. And as always, eat early or eat late. Now over here they have Happy Landings ice cream, and behind that you'll see some more seating there for you to eat. And let's see what's on the ice cream menu here at Happy Landing. It's not open yet, but they have a pale sundae, hot fudge brownie sundae, pineapple upside down cone, waffle cone sundae, float, and don't forget your Mickey bars. And this is where our cabana was last time. There's, if I remember correctly, you can't go through there. So I'll stop right here and say this is Happy Landing. And our cabana was over on this side. So this is more secluded. I liked it a lot because of its seclusion. What I would say is that you have to take yourself out and over a distance to the wave pool. And when it comes to the cabanas, to the extent that you can ask for where you want to be, I would suggest these over here in the Happy Landing because they are quiet and secluded, especially if you have littles and you need them to take a nap. It's going to be quieter over here than over by the wave pool with the horn blaring every so often. All right, we are back on the road here. You can see the wave pool over to my right and the Miss Tilly moored on top of the mountain there. And I am just going to show you where Ketchikan Falls is. I'm sure there are a lot of kids in there at this point, but just so that you have an idea of where to find it. Okay, Ketchikan Creek is over here to our left. You see here it says diaper safety, so you have to be able to wear plastic pants or swim diapers. This is for your littles, okay? And then over to the right takes us back where we were, over to the falls, Mayday Falls, etc. I'll take you a little bit closer and we'll just be on the other side of the wave pool. So we are back over here by Low Tide Lose where the Gangplank Falls split off from the overlook at the family raft. So I'm going to turn around and go behind us and let's look at the main area. Blustery Bay, where it has really low water. It's only 1 feet. So that there's a slide there for your littles and that you can play in there with them. Okay, we're back over by the first aid. We're going to go towards the main changing area now and all of the gift shops. This is Safe Harbor. This is where the lost parents find their children. Right here at the entrance. And then over here we have some kiosks. You can get your ice cream, your Dippin' Dots, really. And then over here you have your High and Dry. It's a bar area. And you can order yourself something to drink. And you have a view of the wave pool from over here. But behind us You have a place to get popcorn, some drinks, some mini donuts, and we are going to go over into Singapore Sales and have a look around. And over to our left is the locker and the changing rooms. At some of these merchandise that's in here at the time of filming. You have your beach hats. So here are the towels that are available at the moment. They even have beach cover-ups. It's kind of pretty. How much? $50. So on this side, they have more non-Disney items. Billabong, Quicksilver, Roxy. You have hats. If you needed it, you have your sunscreen. $13, $14. Actually, that's about what it costs at home. And you have your goggles if you need them. And cooling towels. So I have to say this, we were so into munching and fixing our plates that we did not get a shot of the food, but it was standard Disney chicken tenders with a plate of fries and some celery and carrots. It was very good. Disney, their chicken tender game is hard to beat, so no complaints there. The fries were good. Everything was hot and fresh. And we also got some, I'm going to say Dole Whips, but they were not pineapple. There's an orange one and a watermelon one. I tried the watermelon. It's nothing wrong with the float itself. I just don't like watermelon. They didn't have strawberries, so they let me try that instead. Didn't love it, but the orange was good. They do have the pineapple floats, but on the opposite side of the park from where we're sitting. So keep that in mind. If you happen to be sitting over here by Tilly's, you're going to have to go over to the other side if you want a proper Dole Whip. So, is the Beachcomber Shack here at Typhoon Lagoon worth it? I gave it away at the very beginning. Yes, it is worth it. If you can swing it, absolutely do it. Again, you don't have to slog through the sand and all the people looking for some place to sit. You have shading. You have a cabana host who's going to help you, bring you drinks, help you order your lunch. You have a place to put your valuables. If you all want to walk away, you can secure them. You have plenty of drinks. You've got nice padded chairs and towels. You've got all the things. Absolutely, if you can afford it, this is worth it. This entire experience, even if you don't get this and Disney is still doing the free Typhoon Lagoon on check-in day, you should do it. You'll save money on a park pass for that day. Chances are your room won't be ready till 4. Come a little bit early. Make sure that you get here for about 10:15 opening and enjoy the morning here at Typhoon Lagoon. It is definitely worth it.
And that's going to wrap up our day here at Disney's Typhoon Lagoon. If you're planning your own Disney trip or just trying to figure out what's worth your time and money, make sure to check out our full playlist that we've linked for you above and below. And up next, we're heading into one of the most in-demand parks at Walt Disney World, Hollywood Studios. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, hype, and turn on the notification bell so that you know when the next adventure begins. And no matter where your next adventures take you, we hope that you enjoy the journey. Bye now.